since we were gone, Mayor Duggan endorsed Mary Sheffield for mayor. We're not sure if Mary will endorse Mayor Duggan as he runs for governor. That'll be interesting to look at. But what do you think the impact of that is? I mean, I've seen varying reactions. I mean, on the one hand, Sheffield had already been picking up a lot of support from the same people that put Duggan in office. I did a comparison of all of her donors and all of the people that donated to Duggan in the past for his mayoral campaigns. There's a lot of overlap, a lot of powerful names on both of those lists. So some of that support was already kind of flowing her way, but like symbolically for, the incumbent mayor to basically say, this is who I'd like to succeed me, and this is who's best qualified. I could see that carrying a lot of weight. I've also seen some negative reactions to it from people who are very distrustful of, or very just, I guess, frustrated and disagree with the way that the tax abatement system has worked in Detroit and the way that we've funneled public money toward large developers to get things done. It really kind of fits into this narrative of downtown, and over focus on that versus the neighborhoods. And so I did see some people say, well, I'm not a Duggan supporter, and now that he's supporting Mary, I can't go with her either. So I don't know, maybe it's a double-edged sword there. Like, what is the reaction that you've seen?
Well, Detroiters for Tax Justice saw that immediately. A lot of that group said, can't support Mary. It's tough because Mary stood with so many issues with the people and a lot of the organizing when we think of the tax justice, but more so the right for renters to have
right
counsel.
Legal protection.
Legal protection.
She voted against some of those larger tax breaks as well, like for the District Detroit vote. She voted against the Illishes.
And I believe just Mayor Duggan also looms so much in this election as his tenure of mayor, even leading up to where none of the candidates really outspokenly really stepped forward and said from even the primary that like, no, I'm going to run Detroit differently than Duggan. And this is where it possibly could be a little bit of a decision to be made because mostly everyone said, I want to just upkeep and keep going the progress of what's happened with Detroit. Solomon Kinloch said certain things he would do differently, but nothing to the point where I think that it was just like audacious where you could say completely like, this is what I would do. This is what Duggan did. These are the differences. So, if you vote for me, this is the type of Detroit I want to see. And Mayor Duggan's administration has been something that a lot of the organizers and organizing communities feel as though has not been aligned with the city of Detroit and more so many of the neighborhoods. So a lot of that discussion and those points that Mayor Duggan often uplifts and says, no, I have been in the neighborhoods and we've done work in neighborhoods as well. It's just more difficult to get to the neighborhoods. It's just difficult. Mary having that support, I mean, it's like, you're not going to turn that down, especially all of the money that is being given. It was kind of looking like that support would be given just by default. Like, I mean, it was lining up. I mean, as they say, the streets were talking that it's like, okay, this is her candidate.
I wasn't like that surprised, but for a while, Duggan had said that he wasn't going to endorse anybody. So I guess from that perspective, it's interesting that he jumped in so soon after the primary.
Well, with the lead that much too, it's to the point where it's like, come on now, if you were to jump in, I don't know, what would he have done if it were such a closer margin? I don't know. Where would his allegiances lie then? But this definitely means that so much more of that grassroots support is going to be needed for Kinloch to put up so much of a valiant effort in this. And even when you look at the donors, as you said, Mary across the board was even getting the smaller donations too. So it wasn't just a lot of the dark money and larger money, because a lot of that was present in the Sheffield campaign too. But a lot of the people giving the $20 here, $50 there, $10 there, she was getting a lot of small donations too when you broke down that report.
Yeah, go look on BridgeDetroit.com. Please and thank you, and see some of her reporting on that, because I would love to talk more about it, but I don't want to get too much in the nitty-gritty on campaign finance today. Maybe another episode would be great.
Yeah.
But a lot of that information has been posted online. For me, I think the main difference that I see really is Sheffield talking about her experience and her legislative record, and Kinloch saying basically that, I mean, literally this week he said that those make for good headlines, but don't really go far enough. And I think the thing that I'm kind of waiting to hear, or, we'll have the opportunity to dive deeper with the candidates on what their vision is, but what would be different?